Ladies and gentlemen, next up on the stage will be a special award, the Peacock Award. We all know how special the Peacock community is in Winter Park, and the judges selected a very unusual automobile that fit in that spirit of how Winter Park is taking care of its peacocks, and really given us a lot of pleasure to see their beauty over time. This extraordinary automobile is a 1953 Cadillac Special Cabriolet owned by Dick Bertzel. It's got a remarkable personal history and extraordinary design. We're just delighted to have it at Winter Park today.
First of all, you are seeing another spectacular automobile with another spectacular story. My dear friend, Bev Kimes, who is probably the foremost automotive historian in the United States, if not the world, used to say behind every great car is a great story, and your job is to tell it. And this is one of those examples. Mr. Bertzel's family commissioned this car, am I correct? To have this car built. It is a one-off car, it's one of one. The trim that you see on the car is 24 karat gold. It has a very unusual and very unique top that rises up out of the back, very complex mechanical top. What's interesting about the story though, you remember the car as a child, and your father, I understand, passed away when you were 13 years of age. The car then passed on as well to somebody else. And about a 30 plus year search followed. 37-year search followed to find the car. They found the car in Pompano, am I correct? Miami, Florida, having gone through a hurricane 5 years earlier, and the carport roof that was above it had collapsed on the car, seriously damaging the car. In addition to that, of course, it sat out in the Florida weather with the hot sun, humidity, all that kind of stuff. And what followed was a spectacular restoration when you purchased the car and got the car back. Can you guys tell us about the thrill of that and how that must have felt? Got it, which is the most important thing. It's a fabulous automobile. If you didn't get to see this with all this 24 karat gold trim, it is just remarkable. And it's another wonderful piece of history in how passionate people can be about an automobile. It's a pretty amazing thing. It's a wonderful car, great award, congratulations, and thank you so much for bringing it and sharing it. Can you do so? Can you do the top? Yeah, oh, that'd be awesome. If you could, yeah, we'd love to see it. Please do. I learned a lesson many years ago at an event when I asked a guy to put a top down on a car, and it took about 5 minutes because he didn't know how to do it. So I'm sometimes careful in not asking people to do those things anymore. It's a very complex mechanical process. And was it the builder of this car who engineered this, or do you know the details or the history of that?
Dad, and my father was the part of each other. And so they were partners. And it was done in 1953, and they brought it to the States in 1955. It was the first one to have this type of a design with the top coming out and down and covering the end.
Do you recall, or do you have any idea what the cost of
Wish this to happen.
Any ideas? $30,000 in 1953 was rather remarkable. That would have bought several houses in 1953, to say the least. Just remarkable. Again, if you get an opportunity to look at this car after we're done with our awards, we just have a few more. You will please do so because it is quite spectacular. This would be more of like today what we would call kind of a hot rod, for lack of a better choice of words. Again, a custom automobile, one-off automobile that was built by an individual rather than being built by a particular company. But it is just a remarkable piece of history and a wonderful, wonderful automobile. Thanks, guys. Really super.
We're not quite in a rush yet. We're waiting for the rear windshield.
I see it now. Oh, you're talking about a hot. Oh, I missed something.
So, wish this to happen, ladies and gentlemen. It's sexy back in 1953. Remember that. This is like a LaFerrari right now, man. How sexy this thing looks like.
This is the 1953.
That's exactly
that.
Okay, sure.
One final question. How long was the restoration process to get this car back to its condition?
16 years.
16 years to complete the car. And I don't even want to ask how much 14 karat gold is on the car, because I'm sure it's rather excessive to say the least. I love the Lucite steering wheel too. That is spectacular as well. Very, very cool. Thank you folks so much. We'll take a look.
A very unusual car, the Peacock Award, the 1953 Cadillac Special Cabriolet. Dick Birdsall, thanks for bringing such a fabulous automobile to our show. Next up, the Judges' Choice Award, collectively voted on and agreed to by the judges as their favorite car.